Hey up guys, how you all doing? So guys, I'm getting ready to do some ackee and saltfish. Yeah? So what I'll be doing, and I get stuff ready because of videoing and the timing. So guys, I have to get things ready. So I will explain myself what if you want to have a go at doing some ackee and saltfish. If you never tried before and you want to have a go, then I will, I'm explaining myself. So guys, I have some saltfish on the fire here cooking, and that's at the back there, and that's the second boiling because guys, this is very salt, and so guys, if you didn't soak it from the night before, you have to make sure you boil it, and then it's even softer to pick up, because you have to debone it and get off that skin off it, because I don't like it with the skin on, so I make sure I have to clean off that skin and pick it up and get out the bones, guys, to do my ackee and saltfish. And guys, this is an ackee, and you can get that. They have different brands as well, so you can get different brands, and you get this from the supermarket, from the West Indian shops. They do them. They're not that cheap anyway now, right? And how I do mine, guys, and I'm not criticizing how other people do theirs, but that's how I do it, and I never have no criticism from my late husband, and he could cook, so you're gonna say he didn't know taste. And so guys, I put some water on here because it come into fresh water, and it's in there for a while. So I will put a pan on, and then I'll be had a bit of salt in, and then I'll be putting a bit of, I said, salt as well in there, getting ready to boil up, and then I'll be adding a tablespoon of salt, guys, in the water. It's not a full tablespoon, but I put some in there. And then guys, I will soon take the saltfish cast because it's on the second boiling, so it's nearly ready. This is the pan that I'll be cooking it in. And then guys, on my board here, put it nearer to you guys so that you can see what I have here. And guys, on here I have it's a big onion, so cut it in half and then cut it up into small bits. And then I have some scallion, cut them in small portions, spring onion that they call here. And then I had some tomato as well, and that's a 1.5 tomato. And then I had some sweet pepper, and that's a yellow and a red one, and I cut them into small portions or small bits, yeah? And that's what I'm gonna put into there when I start it. This is for my measuring for my oil, and guys, this goes up, it's a small one, and they go up to 30 ml. And then I'm gonna put maybe to 30 ml, because it's small, it maybe look big on there, but it's a very small one. And for that amount, or maybe a bit more, because I do not like too much oil. Too much grease is not good. So I would maybe put that and a bit more. So guys, it's up to you how you want to do it. If you want a bit more oil and so on, then you can add it. I'm just explaining how I do mine. And so I'll be taking off the saltfish in a minute. The pan is boiling for the ackee. I'll open it, guys, because it's into fresh water. This lid's coming off. Guys, I have this cutter, and it should be easy to cut, but sometimes I have so much problem to get it to grip. And I'll try to see if it grips. And it should be easy. Yes, that is good. It's my first time. And then you just turn it, guys, and then you just cut the lids off. And I just take that off. And what I do, guys, the ackee is in water, but it's not. So I'll just pour the water off, add it to the water there that is boiling with a bit of salt in there for a few minutes, and then I'll be turning off the fire and just let it stay there for about 5 minutes. Yeah, guys? Because it's in that fresh water. Because when you're back home and you're doing ackee, we always had salt to it because it gives it the taste. And they said fresh ackee is always not that good for your stomach. Always make sure it's not salt, but taste of salt. So you wouldn't salt it that you can't eat it, but that it tastes of salt. But with what's going on now with diabetic and high blood pressure, not diabetic, high blood pressure, people are doing less salt. But guys, my saltfish is cooking for twice now, so it should be okay. And then I'll be rinse it off as well, cleaning it up, debone it, and ready to cook. So this, my ackee is in the water there. And when it's gonna boil up, it start boiling because I poured the ackee in there. Just for a few minutes, just let it stay there for a few minutes. Then I'll be adding my stuff that I have here. Put that to fried up within the oil. Then after that I'll be taking the saltfish off, pick it up, rinse it off again, and then add it to that. Then I'll be adding my ackee in, drain off the water, add my ackee in, put a bit of black pepper in it, because you know the black pepper bring up all that look. And if you want to add a bit of meat as a seasoning to it, you can if you want to, but season, let it taste nice, because I like when my food have taste to it. I hate tasteless things. I'm bland. I don't like bland food at all, because we was grown up to make sure things tasty. Yeah, guys. So the next thing, guys, that I want to have a tell you about. You know, we grew up in the West Indies and we have ackee tree, and guys, we used to like two we have in the yard, but we in my yard that I grew up in, and so we used to like. I never climbed one, but I couldn't climb the next one because it was too high. And we used to pick ackee, and we clean it up, guys. Take off the little black head, clean out that red bit out the middle, and sometimes if you want to rinse it off, but then most times, our was grown up, they said never you wash ackee with water, because if you put it down, it spoil it. Because ackee is funny, unless you're gonna rinse it off, and then you're gonna cook it straight away, because it could have a little black bits on it or so on. So you have to maybe rinse it off. And so we used to like cook rice with it. Ackee and rice is so nice, guys. So you put it to cook your ackee, and then when it's cooked, you add your salt and your butter. In the back home, you used to get the stick butter, so you would put like half of that in there, and you season it up with your, you know, I'm not sure if you put black pepper in there, but and guys, you know, when you cook your rice, it was so nice. And you know, since I leave Jamaica, when I go out, the ackee always out of season, and I never get to have my ackee and rice. Ackee and dumpling is nice as well, you know, white dumpling. But some people, you can have cornmeal dumpling if you like cornmeal, but I prefer white dumpling. And my late husband used to like cornmeal, so I used to make two different type of dumpling, because I wasn't a selfish person. And so when I'm cooking like dumpling and things like that, because I used to make like white dumpling for myself and the kids and if they have that, and cornmeal for him. And yes, guys, so I'll be showing you just a little hint. I'm telling you about our life in the Caribbean, growing up in Jamaica. So that's ready. I'll be turning it off the ackee now because it's boiling up. And so I'll be turning that fire off. I'll be turning the saltfish off because it's ready to clean up and pick up and debone it. And so I'll be turning on the fire now to add all the tomato and the onion and the scallion and the sweet pepper, which is the red and the yellow. So guys, I'll be showing you in a minute what it looked like. Yes, guys, so welcome back. And so in the pan here, I add all my tomato, my onion, scallion, sweet pepper. I have a green, a yellow, and the red. Yes, guys, and so all that cooking up there. I break up the saltfish. I could do it a bit more, but I thought that a pack and a half that I get from the shop. But I think I could do it at 2 packs, but it's okay. And so, guys, I'll be sweating this for a few minutes, and I put about 30 ml and a half of that of oil. And guys, I don't like too much oil. It's not good. So guys, I'll be frying that. And then I pour off the ackee, and it's in my container. Yeah. Something went wrong with my video, and then it was messing about, so I have to start over the video. And so I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm just explaining what I have in the pan here. You can put a bit of pepper in there, a bit of scotch bonnet if you like too much, a bit of bite. But for me, I don't want too much hot pepper in there, so I'll be just adding black pepper in mine. It's up to you guys. You want to put a bit of pepper in there. If you want to put a bit of thyme in there, you can. But I don't like this the thyme with too much stick. And I don't have the one that without the stick. So I don't like it. So you can put what you like, guys, in there. Right, guys, so what I've been doing, I've been adding the saltfish to it, but already washed and pickled into small bits, with a bone. Yeah, and then I'll be adding that to there. And then guys, I'll be adding the ackee in this. But drain it all off. And before I start to, I don't like when it mushy. So before I start to, I'll be using a fork to stir it up. Because I don't want it to mushy. You don't want a mushy ackee. And then I'll be adding some black pepper to it. And then guys, you take your time and you stir it like that. So you don't want your ackee to look like a putty. Instead of using a spoon to mush it up, you don't want that. So you use a fork to do that. I don't want to be eating, you don't want to be eating putty. Yeah? And guys, if you want, you can turn the fire down and you put the lid on and for a few minutes, let it, not for long, because your ackee is already cooked, and you fry up your seasoning thing, and you can turn the fire down and leave it for 5 minutes, let it just finish in there, and that's what you're looking for, guys. It's not a lot. This can last for a while. It's 1 tin is a lot. Especially when you fry it up with all the bits. So this can last for a while, or take some from my mommy. But I don't want to be too salt. I'll be having a taste of it. I use a different fork from the one that I don't want the one, put back that one in there that I'm gonna use to put back in the, taste it. See if it tastes of salt. Oh, no wonder. I'm gonna put back that. I'll put a bit of seasoning in there. You could do with a bit of a bit fresh. Even a tip of bit of salt, still fresh. Because I didn't eat any of this saltfish. And so, this is so tight. Oh my goodness. Oh. Turn the fire down so it can stay there, and I'll put a bit of seasoning in. You just sprinkle some, guys, where you like, this is the fork that I used earlier, not the one for tasting. I need to put it in there when I finish it. Normally I don't do that. Could do with a bit more salt. I like when it tastes a bit of salty. Not salt, as you can't eat it. And yes, guys. So I bring it up closer. So if you can see that, it's not mushy, but you know what? It's not, because I don't like it mush mush. But it's like the lighting at the moment is make it look like it's clear, and so it's look not great. But it's of all what I need in this: the scallion, the onion, the tomato, the pepper, and black pepper. I don't want to put no pepper because I don't want it to be too hot for my when I'm eating it. But guys, you can add a bit of pepper in there if you want, because sometimes you give it a bit of bite, and some people like to have a bit of pepper, proper pepper. I'm not talking black pepper. So because I'm doing this in the night, so the lighting is not too, it's too clear. So that's why it look like that. It have the oil in there. I don't want too much, to use too much oil in there, guys. It's too much grease. It's not good. And so it look like, yeah, because I have all of that, and I don't like when ackee mushy. Don't stir it up with the spoon. And that's what my Ackee and Saltfish, guys, look like. Hey you guys, here again, because of the lighting, guys, and it's in my saucepan, our pot, our frying pan, and it wasn't showing it up that good. So guys, I have to do another video to show you guys my Ackee and Saltfish, and so you can see what it looked like, guys. So that's a portion. It just look like a massive portion, guys, but it's not. It's not. I turn around the empty part. That's all that is there, guys. I did not use the spoon I just use a fork to pick it up so it don't mushy and look like a scrambled egg. And so guys, it's of all the tomato, the scallion, the pepper. I put black pepper in there, guys. So it's have black pepper at the moment because of night. And it looked like that. So that's it. I do not like too much oil. Too much grease is not too good, guys. So we have to cut back on the grease and so on. So yeah, so this is my Ackee and Saltfish with all the bits in there, the trimmings. Ackee and Saltfish. So if you want to have a go, guys, have a go. And I'm sure you will enjoy it. So take care until next time. Bye.